Last time, after a lot of debate and some much needed rest, you know, keep kind of glossing over how severe the injuries some of you guys or some of the injuries you guys have received are, and then it's like, oh, you nap and you're fine afterwards. But whatever. It's like I'm pretty sure Yahik got like most of his leg torn off and fell 80 feet out of the sky. I mean, like whatever.
I mean, up until recently, he could heal magically, so.
True.
I was
True.
only
Magical
stabbed in the
healing,
chest, like
magical
really
healing
deep.
is a fun thing. I'm pretty sure someone had like one of their kidneys destroyed, but whatever.
Don't talk to me about having your
See,
body
kids,
destroyed.
This is why drinking's bad.
Oops. I mean, you guys had a couple days of R&R, which I guess is enough. And you ultimately decided to head west to Chanogath, one of the towers of twisted metal, and the location, perhaps, of this mysterious and terrifying entity known as the Faceless One, whom you had been tasked to deliver, or to whom you had been tasked to deliver certain artifacts. You agreed on this course of action for a number of reasons, and despite Forge's reservations, hoping to put some distance between yourselves and the approaching Imperial army, you guys set out at a breakneck pace through the middle of the day, and covered a significant distance, traveling much faster than a typical traveling pace would carry you. Perhaps recklessly, for those of you with more typical constitutions. While Caladan and Forge don't really mind the heat or the sun, it's pretty tough on everybody else to be trudging through the 115-degree heat with no shade. And you're only able to do that courtesy of some of the special equipment that Nofjor had acquired, including decanters of endless water that staved off dehydration and subsequent heat exhaustion and heat stroke. And good thing magical healing's a thing, so that skin cancer is not a big deal, because Malik's super sunburned.
He tans nicely.
Yeah, he did.
And then the second hour happened.
And then you guys hiked through the desert a second day.
And then burns ferociously.
He's gonna peel real nicely too.
Probably already peeling real nicely, if we're going to be honest. You guys had some alternately deep and entertaining conversations along the way. Forge and Caladan mused over what it meant to feel alive, or even be alive, how they were dealing with their current states of existence. Nofjor, Caladan, and Forge had some interesting interactions around Zatar.
God damn it.
Caladan and Oswald had a little flute off, which Caladan was much better at. Malik was mostly kind of grumpy. So you guys traveled at this impressive pace, and shortly after dawn the next day, you got a message from Orkalkavor saying that the Imperial army had found the corpses of the dragons you had fought a couple of days ago, and that the hunt was on. His message was then cut off before he was able to finish. Probably doesn't mean good things for him, and you haven't heard from him since. So you guys kept going, and after not too long, despite the very northerly route that you'd taken to avoid the Imperial army, the more perceptive among you guys heard the cries distant nearing of a hawk, which you've seen the Imperial army uses as scouts. Yahek was able to use invisibility to hide the most wanted members of the party, which turned out to be a really good thing to do, because you wound up crossing paths with an Imperial ranger who seemed to be controlling one of the hawks that was circling and looking for whoever was involved in this double dragon incident. you successfully deceived this ranger. And by you, I mean Forge and Oswald, the two visible people. Successfully deceived this ranger, who was quite clearly looking for you guys specifically, having descriptions of all of you. But deceived him. He let you go on your way. And you continued west. Took a little breather to refresh on invisibility spells for Yahek, and were there greeted by a suddenly appearing Navarre, who was impressed by your guys' performance thus far, but had a few issues that he wanted to sort out. He specifically called out Malik and Yahek as potential liabilities due to their direct associations with the Quelliar, the Barassis' traditional enemies. Conversation wasn't going all that great, but Malik and Kaladin together managed to convince him that Malik had renounced Firaxis. And then he turned to Yahek. And although his patron, as far as any of you guys know, never specifically mentioned that she was associated with or a member of the Quelliar, Navarre seemed to think she was, and so insisted that he renounce her and allow him, Navarre, that is, to become Yahek's patron. Basically, unhesitatingly, Yahek said yes. At which point, Navarre granted him a boon of a rod, or in the form of an upgrade to his Rod of the Pact Keeper, which became much fancier. And then Navarre poofed away, leaving you guys wondering what the hell just happened. We'll spare your what the hell just happened for Yahek questions until he gets here. So until then, what do you guys want to do?
Malik, what the hell just happened?
Who, what?
Sorry. Okay, I'm done. Just glaring at Yahek and Malik.
Yahek seems almost like dazed and just out of it, and is like not responding to anybody right now.
And invisible.
Who was that, man?
He's not currently invisible if he hasn't cast it yet. It had run out, so.
Did we finish our short rest?
Yeah, I thought we did.
Nope. No,
Yeah,
he showed
no,
up
we
like 20 minutes into it, so.
Oh, but then
Yeah,
we
we still
showed...
need to finish it.
Okay.
So you can still be taking your short rest if you'd like.
Forge, if you're interested, that is the Shaper of Dragons and the Lord of Worms, who apparently is interested in all of us.
And Forge, just so we're clear, they're talking about like desert worms, not like earthworms.
Thank you, Oswald.
Are they not of the same?
Thank you, Forge.
So, this does not seem like a man you'd want interested in you.
Nope.
He's not a man. It's not a man.
Ah. And he is on your side or against you?
I think for the moment we're on its side. Yeah.
Malik, why did he...
Sorry.
No, that's... Huh. This is the first time hearing of this. Malik, why was he so fixated on you?
I would assume because of good old Phyrexis. And how I've been in contact with her, or was in contact with her, for some time?
Are you still able to get in contact?
Yeah. Remember that, Hale who we buried?
Oh, yeah.
I kind of beseeched her to help with that. And we're not really on speaking terms at the moment. But then again, I never was really a man of God, so.
Yeah, Forge. We don't really have the best relationship with strong beings.
What? What are you talking about? We're on speaking terms, Oswald.
With deities.
Yeah.
Forge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were... I was thinking Malik's right there.
Forge, please don't. Please don't. No, please don't.
So, well, this man wants... Or, the Shaper of Dragons character, he wants us to go to the tower.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I don't want to help him, I guess we are. But not for him. I'm doing it for me. It's just coincidence that that's what he wants.
Yeah, that sounds super convincing.
I actually had a thought on that, that I wanted to run by you all. This is a bit more complicated now that Yahik is directly affiliated with Navarre.
Wait, the plan's complicated? That doesn't work with us, Kaladin.
Along with Nofjor.
and Nofjor.
And you.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting relationship.
That's different, Mal.
Regardless, I'll give you, fine, you win that one. What if we do take these things to Shanogath, bring them, meet this faceless one, and whenever terrifying things happen, if he's expecting these things to come from the Verasi as some sort of gift or homage to their side, what if we say it's from the Qualar?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Listen, our deal was never to tell the entity, the faceless one, who it was from. It was literally just bring them the stuff.
But, well, the Shaper of Dragons and the other dragon you've spoken of, will they be at the tower?
From what it sounds like, they're scared of the faceless one.
Huh.
I mean, am
Why
I
do
reading
you
that
say
wrong?
that?
Because they entreated beings such as us, mortals, to go.
No, that's true. They could have just brought...
Well, no, I thought he said he couldn't go.
Well, that's right. So why can't he go?
Exactly.
He did say he was weak in that area.
And Phyrexis, when asked, I asked that cleric back in the Oasis, had no knowledge of what the Faceless One was.
So it could be something outside of even the immortal, the gods.
I also have another thought. Did this Shaper, did he ever tell you how to get past the traps by the tower?
Well, you haven't met Lyle yet.
He didn't say anything about Lyle.
Yeah, again, who's Lyle?
You'll meet him in a couple days.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe another week or so travel.
Right, but I'm speaking of the Shaper of Dragons.
No,
Yeah.
but he didn't. No, it's kind of like a us problem kind of thing.
My thought is maybe he doesn't know. Maybe
Ooh.
they're not on the same side as of yet.
That's what I'm thinking as well. So if we do present these boons, whatever the hell these things are, and say they're from the Qualar, go a long way to potentially getting the Empire off our back.
I don't
And
want you guys. I'm the most persuasive person here,
Well,
as I think you saw with that guard.
I think so, considering you with the only contact, directly or indirectly, with the Faceless One, you should probably be the face of the group.
My face, like, it goes from having like a half smile to just like, whoops, I said the wrong thing. Sorry, no camera today, but yeah, that's how my face goes.
Huh.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Well, I mean, I don't think we can't not go now, boys, so...
I mean, we're going, it's not, yeah.
We have so many reasons to not.
We are... Is the world spherical?
What?
What?
Make a nature check.
I hold a level to the ground. No, it's clearly flat.
11. 11.
It wouldn't even occur to you to ask that question.
Damn
I mean,
it.
I can still see that dune in the distance, so...
We're really
Clearly
deep in the
flat.
ground right now with how much we're into this.
What? Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, we're in this shit. Should we
should
keep
probably
going?
finish this rest and then keep moving.
Yeah, let's go back to sleep.
I'm
Not
gonna go
really
over to
sleep,
Malik.
But, you know.
I'm gonna go over to Malik, and without his permission, I'm going to start arranging the cloak he has in a more protective fashion over his head. In a style that I've seen, like my mistress or any of the various people that have visited the, that have visited Golkis.
Hello?
Shush, hush.
I...
Boop 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 beep boop bop beep beep boop boop beep beep.
Forge, what are you doing?
Sorry, it must be the
Firmware
Zotar,
update.
not Georgie.
Zatar. Zatar.
He's doing great.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little tired too. So we said we were gonna go another 3 hours, right? Just as much as Yahek can make us invisible, and then we'll go to sleep for the night.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, that's what we had said.
Sounds
Something
like...
like
I
that.
believe so.
Sure, let's do that.
Do-do-do.
Wayne's World.
I'm just going to pop you over to the map that shows the remarkable progress you've made in only a couple of days. He's been fucking booking it. Whereas it took you most of a week to get from Casabrak back to the Oasis, traveling at like a normal pace. You guys are like at the blue dot now, so
We're forced
maybe more like there. But yeah, that's actually a little too far. Probably more like there. Still really far.
That's a buttload of distance, dude.
That's a buttload of distance.
And we still have... We're only a quarter of the way there.
We have at least 4 or 5 more buttloads to go.
I would walk 500 miles.
I would walk 500 more. Does he do this all the time?
He does.
Mm-mm.
Why am I telling you that? Oh wait, no, I do know him a little bit longer than you.
You know,
By like 3 hours.
I think it's like a whole 3 or 4 hours, honestly.
Something like that. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Anyway, so shooting the occasional concerned glance at a still visibly dazed and out of it Yahek, you guys set up some shelter and take a very hot short rest. Roll any hit dice if you got hurt or anything.
It's all good. I only had the Lord of Dragons play with my intestines.
Yeah, it happens. Happens to the best of us. The sun westerns slightly in the sky, but it's still pretty high up there, and it's still really damn hot. So, what do you guys want to do?
Is everyone...
You said it was like afternoon time?
Yeah, early afternoon.
So, and Are we a decent away from the path, or do we still hear the
You're
bird every so
you're
often?
just a few miles from it. What were you able to cover in the little bit of time you had before the invisibility expired? So,
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, our long-term plan was 3 more hours of walking, go to sleep, rest up a couple hours before nighttime, and then tomorrow be able to go at nighttime.
I think that was the cycle we were trying to get back on.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that was what we were doing.
So we do the
So, yeah,
majority
so-
of our traveling at night.
But not tomorrow,
Excuse
the
me.
day after.
also, if I recall, Malik has 1 point of exhaustion and Nofjor has 2.
I have 1.
Oh, sorry, Oswald has 1.
Yeah.
Nofjor has 2. So Nofjor is moving at half speed right now. Just so you.
I thought he was over like Forge's shoulder, like on Forge's like.
If he's getting
No.
carried, then that's fine. But if
Yeah,
he's
no, wait.
not-
I was carrying him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting on Forge's shoulder.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Slowly having your butt melt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just nicely
Oh, wait.
seared.
No, I don't, because I have my magic armor, which helps my butt.
Alright, he's wearing his Under Armour.
That's right. That's right. He has the Inquisitor under armor.
Yeah, it's a heat gear that I totally didn't burn off of a corpse.
oops.
Are there any as we go?
Randy, you don't know about that.
Can I ask some of the more perceptive people to maybe keep an eye out for, like rocky outcroppings or like divots that would give some reprieve?
Very well.
But I think we're still going to be going at a slow pace to try to avoid the bird while we're still relatively. Oh no, because we're invisible. We're going to.
Yeah, I can make the 4 people invisible.
Yeah, so I think we're going normal pace for the next however long he can do that for.
That would be about an hour. So
Well, the 3 spells or 2 spell slots.
he can use 4 now.
Okay, the 4 hours, and then we'll take a long rest after that.
Oh, Blim, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Are we doing the alternate rule for tonight for spellcasting, or are we sticking with...
You may use it if you'd like.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to use that system, you can do it.
If I'll think about it for a little bit more, because I don't have the sheet or the thing you sent me, so I'd have to go looking for it again.
Well, then don't worry about it for now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so you guys, so when asked to cast invisibility again, Yahek just kind of like nods, his eyes still like focused at no particular place in the distance, and just kind of like puts a hand out. Those of you who were invisible before, all put your hands in so that you're touching him, and he casts invisibility. So
On Malik's shoulder.
okay, and you continue on. So Forge, if you're keeping a lookout, go ahead and make a perception check, please.
Is it bad that I just realized that it's just Forge and Oswald who are visible, and the first thought that came to my mind was Iron Giant?
Superman.
13.
15. Okay. You hear occasionally far behind you, the cry of that same hawk as it continues circling. And you see nothing but endless expanse of dunes in all directions. It's hard to make out stuff from too great a distance because with the shimmering from the heat, it blurs features close to the horizon. So, it just looks like sand to you. You continue for an hour without incident. Yeah, heck, refreshes invisibility if you'd like to continue on. Or let me ask this: is there anything in particular you guys want to accomplish as you are traveling, or you just want to make it through the afternoon and bed down?
I think
What's the item called again? For our water containers, flask of endless water.
Decanter of endless water.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to Oswald. Oswald.
Yeah.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Where is?
I'm up here. I know, I'm tall now.
Give me water.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the decanter of endless water and stare at him because I want it back.
I'm invisible. Good luck.
I can see a decanter of endless water floating.
Okay. How's it? Fell. Guys there? Oh shit.
Oh.
And then I just go flying off Malik's shoulder.
Wait,
Make a strength save.
wait, what happened?
Don't worry about
Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
12. Ow.
What's the DC on the thing?
13.
13.
Okay. Yep. As you kind of hold this item in front of your face and say that, you are blasted back off of Malik's shoulder and thump onto your ass and the sand behind.
What the fuck did you
No,
just do now,
There's now like this quickly drying splatter of wet sand around this indentation in the sand that wasn't there a second ago.
So do I just see the decanter disappear? Then I see water out of nowhere and the decanter just appear on the ground?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go down, get the decanter back, and come back on shoulder.
I'm like sucking on the sand. Yeah.
Nafjor, just like 3 more hours, and then we'll be fine and you can go to sleep.
I don't want to, Caladan.
Alright, come here, bud. And I pick him back up and put him back on my shoulder.
No, you can't take me back there.
You don't have a choice, my friend.
I graduated from acting school.
Yep, you sure did.
I can't go back now.
It's okay, bud.
Get to the chopper.
Go to sleep.
What's a chopper?
Just sleep on my extremely comfortable plate armored shoulder.
Really hot plate.
Would
Hey, I
I be hot if I was invisible?
Yes.
That's not how heat works.
Would I get sunburned? Would I get sunburned if I was invisible?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Would you get sunburned if you were invisible?
Arcanists at the Tower of the Magi in Shahdoriah have put this to a rigorous test and determined, after a long and well-funded study, that the answer is yes.
I would still get sunburned? Okay.
But once again, that is not how light works.
Nope.
Or ultraviolet rays.
You're right, I'm thinking more plane shift.
Out of all this, really all I want is Dndnaturalfun to wake up with a permanent burn scar on his face the shape of one of them.
no.
no.
Oh, can he
That's all I
hound it?
want.
Can he be the hound? Which hound?
All right.
When we rest, all I'd like to do is...
Okay, so Forge is keeping a general lookout. Oswald, are you helping guide him at all? Or
Yeah, I am. I'll help guide. Not look around for stuff, just like guide.
Okay. For the next leg of your journey, Forge, if you could make a perception check and Oswald survival check, please.
22.
11.
Okay. So as you continue, the 2 visible ones of you and the 4 invisible, and Rentaz presumably, I guess. Forge, you kind of feel in your feet before you hear very faint rumbling. You point this out to Oswald, who hops off your shoulder, puts his ear to the ground. And Oswald, with that roll, you recognize this as the sound of a worm, burrowing worm, not too far away. You listen for another second and are able to gauge roughly the distance and direction at which this thing is traveling, and direct Forge's attention. And Forge, you train your keen eyes and you see a faint, or maybe half mile or so distant, a rhythmic perturbation of the sand as what you take to be a worm just kind of passes, maybe just feet beneath the surface.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Doesn't appear to be interested in you, but is crossing your. Is not approaching you, but is crossing your path, or is crossing in front of where you were going. So.
Oswald, should we be worried?
I mean, if it's not heading towards us, we're fine. Just don't make any loud noises. Like, don't throw dynamite near it.
I'll try. I guess we can keep moving.
Would I know? Would footsteps like draw its attention? Like, would I want to stop?
They
for
might.
a bit,
You
or-
might want to. You might want to wait.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like far enough where footsteps would be good. Okay, we might want to stop for a little bit, just until it gets a little bit further away.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll do the desert shuffle.
Okay. You wait a couple of moments until you can no longer see, hear, or feel the passage of this massive creature. Oswald. It takes about 10 minutes or so for you to feel comfortable moving forward.
That's what the dynamite thing was about.
Is it a Tremors reference?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, cool. Hey, there it is.
Okay.
That's no move.
You press on again. I'm going to ask you guys to make another set of perception and survival checks for the last leg of your journey.
Survival.
Please be lower.
Natural 20, so 26.
Oh my god! Natural.
The contrast. David and Goliath.
It's all uphill from here, boys.
Oh, don't worry. We are going to take the most efficient route to the enemy that you didn't see.
Well, good thing I'm not guiding.
And suddenly, boom! There was a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Wait, what?
Guys, don't worry. They're not as bad as velociraptors.
Actually,
Oh God.
You should roll two
you
things.
proceed for another couple of hours, and nothing happens. You don't notice anything, and Oswald, you notice. You are very sure, given how in touch with the desert you are, that there is nothing.
Oh, I should make these with disadvantage, shouldn't
I? You should, but oh well.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
fine. I'd say you could have had advantage on them because it's the desert and stuff, so whatever, it's fine.
Okay.
You are very sure that, at least for a radius of several miles, you are very alone. As the sun westerns and it begins to cool slightly. Yeah, you appear to be very alone amidst dunes, but you have also not found anything or any rocks or caves that might offer greater shelter than just being out in the open.
I think that if we find any sort of thing where we took the short rest, just like in between two dunes.
Okay.
At this point, because we've been
enough.
traveling for a couple hours, right?
Yep.
At this point, I'm not as worried about it as I was when we were like just 2 miles off the road. So we'll just find the best that we can.
Okay. And the best that you can is exactly what you described, just kind of in the valley between dunes. The desert is otherwise pretty featureless out here. With your natural 20, you also know that you're not there yet, but depending on your pace, the next couple of days you would be crossing the admittedly blurry boundary between the Issarak and the deep desert.
Oh
So-
shit. Okay. So Chanagath is in the deep desert.
It is.
Okay. Is it close to the border?
I mean, it's
Ish.
not far from.
Gotcha. It's no Volvar.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so if the oasis is yeah, and you guys are in, let's say, yellow, kind of yeah. Oh, that's on top of the text. The line between where the Issarak is and where the deep desert starts is probably like out here. So,
Oh, okay.
roughly.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when the red wind comes back.
Y'all die.
No.
Good campaign, guys.
It stays.
No, we have those
It's going
tents.
east. We're good.
And Forge can stay outside.
I guess we're long resting it.
And Kaladin can stay outside.
Yeah.
We have two people who never sleep.
Well,
Hmm.
we still have feelings, Oswald.
No, it's fine. Let's walk our cold construct unfeeling asses over here and keep watch so the rest of the flesh bags can sleep.
Hold on,
Alright,
Caladan.
Sasuke.
I was going for more Bender, but that's funny too.
Yeah, remember when Sasuke says, "Bite my shiny neck"?
Oh my god. Randy, can you just play Forge as Bender?
Oh, yes!
Alright. I'm out.
Guys, why are those rocks falling out of? Oh my god!
New game.
Oh, Navarre decided he was mad.
You died. Yeah.
Oh my god. Nuri awoke with the start.
What a crazy.
Kira, did I pass out while we were on?
What a weird dream. But you had the same one, right? Like I was a dragon and you were like
Yeah.
some like
You
tiny
awaken
person.
in the comfortable halls of the Tower of the Magi in Sidka, Shahdoriah.
Yeah, I mean,
Wondering what the hell you were dreaming about.
Kira, remember that meteor we saw a couple days ago just across the sky?
I did. It was so strange.
Oh, it must have been that.
Probably. Why am I in the Tower of Magi? I've literally never been here.
Anyway.
Okay.
We're taking a long rest.
And now we're going back to Oswald's dream. This was a dream within a dream.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so you guys, down for a long rest. It's late afternoon now. So if you take 8 hours,
Yeah.
you'd be starting kind of the middle of the night, which wouldn't be the worst idea.
Before I move to my post, I go up to Malik and I say, "Are you ready?"
Hmm?
I'm going to touch you.
What?
And then I poke Forge. I'm still on his shoulder. Touch.
Oh no, he cut out.
No, did you say something? Oh, I can't hear.
Randy.
No,
Randy
no.
cannot
Randy.
hear you.
We can't hear Randy.
Sad.
Mr. Forge, your microphone.
The look in his face is amazing.
It's the anime. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Jeez. I cast Dispel Evil on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good and evil.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right, I'm staying awake to pay attention to this to help out if needed.
Malik, you allow him to do this?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really fight him last time.
Okay, Ford, you make a spellcasting ability check for me.
Okay, so that's just my modifier, right?
Yep.
Yeah, heck.
Can't go any lower. 23.
-5.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Get that evil out.
So, somewhat similarly, similarly to before, you channel the warmth, kindness, compassion, all the positive divine energies that, or for which you are a conduit, into Malik and towards whatever darkness you have felt rebound you before. And something is a little different this time. It's almost as though it feels ready for you. And nothing happens.
Did you do it?
Oh, this has never happened before. You felt nothing?
No. What?
Yahek in the background.
Did I?
Oh,
feel
sorry,
something
not
last time.
Well, you did feel something last time.
But I mean, I don't remember it.
No, you definitely reacted last time. I'll have to pray on this. Oh well, maybe tomorrow.
Huh. Yeah, tomorrow.
Alright. Take my shiny metal ass over to Kaladin.
Rentos in the background was just laughing the entire time.
And then goes back to squatting and having terrible diarrhea.
We just hear a chuckle outside of the door that appeared out of nowhere. Ooh.
Alright. Anybody else want to do anything? Have any conversations? Have any...
Nafjor, I know you want to do something. Sleep.
He's thoroughly exhausted. Alright, well, if I could ask the people on watch to either make separate perception checks or one at advantage.
Hey, Ford.
I know which one makes more mechanical sense.
Did you just say mechanical?
Wow!
Ooh.
I did.
I don't know if I could put my nose any higher.
Natural 20!
There it is. For 29.
You see the faceless one.
You don't. And the afternoon passes, the sun sets, the stars come out, the air and sand cool quickly, and you remain quite certain that you are very alone out here. Although, as you do a perimeter pace, you kind of have to stop and look back to the west for a moment as you see, maybe miles distant, although it's difficult to judge exactly how far it is, what something like kind of white or off-white just just a little speck on the horizon that you're pretty sure wasn't there before. And you kind of have to ask Caladan to confirm, and Caladan, you look at it. Also, you don't remember seeing anything other than sand last time you looked around.
Take a moment. If you want to keep watch, you can. I'll keep watching this and see if it gets bigger or smaller.
Alright, let me know if anything happens.
Yeah. And now that I know it's there, I'm going to continue to watch it for at least the next half hour.
Okay. Whatever it is, again, very difficult to make out at this distance. Doesn't seem to move, change, approach. Although as you stare at it, you just shift your head back and forth, look at a couple different angles. Make another perception check just to see how much of it you can make out.
Alrighty.
Do the chicken head, Bob.
5.
While you're very certain that it hasn't moved, you don't really know what it is. And you become less and less sure if it was actually there the whole time and you just didn't notice it before.
I mean, I could. It's super reasonable for me to not notice it. Like it.
But yeah, it's miles distant.
I'm gonna keep a half eye on it, and I want to take the brass tooth and hide that I was able to cut from the dragon really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to start to fashion a necklace out of the two.
Okay. Say make a dexterity check to see how well you handle the material.
Stab it.
Oh, that was so close to a natural 20. Oh.
7?
No, it's an 8.
8. Okay. So, are you basically like cutting like strips of hide and making like a rawhide type thing?
Yeah.
So, what you're able to make is fairly crude, but doesn't take too much of the. You cut with your blade. You're able to cut some very thin slices of hide, so you still have a decent amount of dragon skin left over. But the necklace you're able to make in this time period is quite crude. I mean, it serves, but they'll keep the thing around your neck.
That'll do for now.
But the hide also hasn't been like treated or anything.
I was going to hope or assume, and I'm happy for it to be in the role that part of what I'm doing would be to start the process of.
Yeah,
but I know also, given the fact that I rolled an 8,
you don't do a great job, and properly tanning a hide like that takes more materials than you have on hand. So you're not sure if this is going to hold up for too long.
Just stick to flute, man.
If only there were a skilled artisan among you.
Hey, Forge.
Yes.
Maybe not tonight. Maybe tonight's not the best night to do it. But I took these from the brass dragon. It's something to remember it by and remember my actions. I wanted to fashion like a necklace or something out of it. And I hold up the probably slightly still wet and very pitiful attempt that I have just finished making.
Abysmal.
That's
This is awful, Kaladin.
Wow.
it somehow hurts less coming from you. Because I can trust that that you're right and you're not lying to me.
It should hurt.
I was about to say.
Well, maybe when we have another night.
No, I can do it tonight. Just give me an hour.
Motherfucker.
Wow. Okay. And Kaladin just kind of smirks and tosses him the stuff.
I'd like to spend an hour. Yes, I'd like to rage fix his mistakes. I'd like to use one of my channel divinities to do Artisan's Blessing.
Ooh, motherfucker.
I do not
And I'd like
deserve this.
to create like a metal necklace with like a fitting for the tooth that he handed.
Fucking metal.
Okay. You watch as he takes your materials and kind of arrays them before him, and then kind of holds his hand over them, and it pulses with a warm, like almost firelight glow, and clearly concentrating. The materials almost start to rise off the ground and themselves. You watch as like little strips of like hide do peel off, and then Forgy produce some like basically like a little bit of his arm like extends and produces like some very fine links of metal that kind of interweave with the hide, which as it's being like twisted in the air kind of like darkens and dries, and Kaladin, you watch in fascination next hour as this beautiful necklace kind of just takes shape in the air before Forge.
Kaladin's jaw is on the floor.
I look at it, I say, not my best work, but a fitting necklace for a warrior such as yourself.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you over all the drool that is coming out of my mouth that I didn't like.
It's a waterfall so loud.
So more.
Yeah.
I want to look Forge straight in the eye, and I want to say, thank you. Really.
No, thank you for letting me fix your necklace.
It would have bothered you if I wore it the other way, wouldn't it?
Yes, very much.
This is literally the nicest thing I have ever owned.
Probably.
That's it. I put it on.
You sure do. But yeah, apart from noticing whatever it is that you spied in the distance and to the west, night otherwise passes uneventfully. So as over the hours pass, the rest of the party comes to consciousness, shedding a level of exhaustion. So Oswald, you're back to normal. Nofter, you're at 1 point of exhaustion. You guys are certainly welcome to continue on if you'd like. Or do anything else. Whatever you want. I don't care. Why would I care?
I think we're just gonna move on, right?
Yeah, alright. Time to get a late start. Right? Because it's still dark out.
It's about midnight now.
Are you sure you're fine? Would you like me to carry you as well?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm good. I mean, you want me to carry you? Or like...
Oh my god.
Here we go.
No, that will be fine.
Oh,
I pick up Oswald.
After, are you good to walk this next bit, or?
There's nothing wrong with me.
Okay.
Oh, between these two, this is going to be amazing.
Yep.
You
Does
sure
Oswald does Oswald have to roll for crazy? Or?
Oh shit, yeah.
You probably should. Go ahead and roll. Thank you for reminding me. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me, Oswald.
D100! 20!
20?
20 even.
Okay.
20.
I like it. It's a low number. Usually means fun.
Okay. I'm going to message you what happens, and then you can do with it what you will.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
You breathe fire.
But actually,
Forge melts.
You attempt to murder the party subtly.
Oops.
you
That's
act
not-
like you have a
that's not
deck of
gonna
many
go well.
things. You have a deck of many things. You don't know where you got it from. It's just there.
Oh my god. I wish.
You become the deck of many things.
That's so much better. I love that so much more.
Okay, so
Heart of cards.
so we're going, guys.
Yeah, that's
1, 2, 3. No, I'm kidding.
God.
He's counting how the different ways he can kill us all.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
casual.
no.
But yeah, Forge and Caladan, whatever it is you saw on the horizon to the west, more or less in the direction you were going, is still there. So,
Oh, the white speck was in the direction we're heading?
Yep.
Okay.
to the west, which is where I think you're going.
So, Oswald.
Yeah.
During our watch, me and Kaladin observed a white speck in the distance that... Not sure if it was always there, but it's in the direction we're headed. Do you know what that...
I look in the direction. Do I see a white speck?
Yep.
Weird. No, I have no idea.
Is that the tower, or...
I mean, it's in the direction of the tower. Could be.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Forge, I don't know if you noticed this. I really don't have the best eyes.
I don't know how I would have noticed this, but
Yeah, that's fair.
thank you. Thank you for
Stare
telling me.
I'm gonna stare at the dot. Does it look like anything?
Make a perception check.
Okay, perception. 13.
Hard to make out, too far away.
Look, Forge, I don't know what it is. Does your gut tell you that we shouldn't go straight towards it?
I mean, my gut has already been telling me not to go where we're going, but
That means we need to go straight towards it. Got it. Let's go straight towards it.
alright. And away we go.
All right. As you get closer, it stays static and slowly resolves. As those of you with keener vision are able to discern, it slowly begins to resolve into what looks like some sort of grouping of like white stone pillars, although as you get closer still, it seems that most of these are cracked or broken. When you come to the crest of a dune, maybe a mile distant, you're able to see it's looks like a square raised stone platform, maybe 30 feet to a side, that has a stone pillar of some kind at each corner, although all but one of these is broken and what looks like the former top halves of 3 of these pillars are half buried in the sand adjacent to it. And you can see what might be a humanoid figure sitting in the center of it.
Question. Did Yahek cast invisibility again, or...
If you wanted him to, sure.
I think we're far enough away.
Nope.
So if you guys want to be invisible, you're invisible.
Alright, so he's done that, so just Forge and Oswald are visible.
So the speck that we saw wasn't like up in the air. It was like
No. It was like something like
Okay.
kind of on the horizon and slowly resolved into
In my head, I was imagining it
small,
like
ruined structure.
I was imagining like Mordor with the big eye, like up at the
no,
top of
sorry.
the tower.
Not quite. But there's no movement about it, and if this is indeed a figure in the middle, it is perfectly still.
Forge, why'd you stop walking?
There's a man, or some humanoid figure in the distance.
Is there? I don't see it.
Yes, I don't know if you noticed, but my eyes are the best.
I have noticed.
Assure you, there is a man there. Or something.
I believe you. Do you want to go? Do you want to go towards it?
Guess we have nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's fair. In my experience, people in the desert, they're nice. Especially ones traveling alone.
As Oswald says that, I notch an arrow.
Malik?
Me too.
You can't see him do that, so you know.
Oh,
I
right.
get a bolt ready. And I want to go
I forgot they were invisible.
30 feet to... I'm going to go 30 feet to the right. Okay? Ranking position.
Let me go with you just
You guys
in
are
case
still
you
about a
just-
mile distant, so
Let me
yeah.
go.
Okay, fuck that for a little bit.
Okay.
Hey,
It's
hey,
a very
Forge.
wide.
You said there's
Yeah.
a person over there?
Yeah.
Malik,
Uh,
I know you're getting ready to attack this guy.
what are you talking
Big.
about? Did you hear the light blade turn on?
Can we at least talk to this thing before you try to crush his skull?
What? Whose skull have I tried to crush outside of Mustafa's?
Yeah, why are you so obsessed with skull crushing, Oswald, you fucking sicko?
Yeah, Jesus. You're the one who's wearing his skull
Yeah.
fragment piece. Like,
That's
jeez.
fucked up, man.
Right?
I'm gonna
Jesus?
hop down. I'm gonna hop down off of Forge and start walking in the direction he pointed. But I'm still like hand above eyes, like looking for the person.
Yep.
I'm
Don't
just
see
not
anything.
seeing him.
you don't see anything there. Just
Yeah.
looks like stone to you.
God, do I
Although-
wish I had...
Although
Sorry.
it occurs to you, Oswald, that you never encountered a stone structure like this in your time in the Issarak. The architectural style of it is... It's not, like, particularly exquisite or intricate, but you haven't seen a structure like this.
Can I examine it a bit more then?
If you get closer to it, sure.
Yeah. No, I'm going. I'm going towards the nearest pillar and stuff. And
Question. Do I recognize the structure?
Nope.
Okay.
That's almost like a... just, like, almost ancient Greek, like, ruin look kind
Like a
look
mausoleum.
to it. Not quite like a mausoleum, just a platform with these broken,
oh,
pillars.
so it's a single platform with broken
Single
pillars
stone.
on it.
Single stone pillar.
Oh, it's like those
I was-
arenas. in
Single
Dragon
stone
Ball
platform
Z.
with 4
Yeah.
pillars.
Okay, so it's not
It's corners.
Mordor, it's the Watchtower. Or whatever it was called. I don't remember what it was called. You get it.
Sure, although it's square.
Yeah, no, but I mean just like that style of thing as opposed to...
And the platform is maybe 10 feet above the sands that have blown up against it. And as you get closer, Forge, are you also approaching, or just Oswald?
I'm approaching as well.
Okay. The figure that you can see quite clearly in the middle appears to be facing away from you and seated. You'd guess that it is a female, human or elven proportions. Long dark hair that's kind of gently being tousled by the night breeze. Wearing kind of a loose-fitting white dress, or it doesn't appear to have taken notice of your approach yet.
What is she looking at?
Doesn't seem to be looking at anything in particular that you can see. Just facing into the west.
Does it just look like a scenic view? kind of.
It is quite a beautiful view, although it's a view you've been seeing for some time now. I've just really I should switch over to the desert night ambiance. Boop, 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 boop.
I
Yeah.
see. Oh, I have to zoom in.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, stars.
So many stars.
I guess I step up and stand next to her chair, and I say,
Okay, there's not actually a chair. She's just seated on the stone platform.
oh, okay. Well, I just stand somewhat behind her, but to the left of her. I say, the views are quite nice here. They never get old.
Yes. They don't, do they? Well,
Holy shit! Where the fuck did you come from?
and she hasn't turned around yet, so I'll just do this for effect. Well, they do if you're forced to enjoy them from the same vantage point for as long as I have.
Well, can't say I can't relate. I have recently come to from a very stationary point of my life.
Your voice is familiar to me. Have we met before?
Can't say we have. Have you been to the Oasis?
I've been to Oasis that I can recall. Very slowly kind of gathers herself and stands up and turns around. And does have a face. Indeed,
Hold up, does she have a skull though?
Does she have a skull?
as far as you can tell,
Are skulls this party's old people?
Yep.
what appears to be a beautiful human woman, dark tan skin, again long dark, slightly curly hair, with green eyes. Although she's of no ethnicity that you can place. There's nothing outright disturbing or wrong about her features, but there's something different about them.
I loosen the arrow. I not let it loose.
Oh.
I don't loose the arrow.
Wait,
I
what?
loosen.
Oh my god! Phrasing.
No.
No. You have to
I shoot her in the face. I mean,
No,
I mean,
no.
I mean,
I don't loose the arrow. I loosen the arrow.
You need to hit on her first.
Yeah.
So she turns around and... Oh, are you sure we haven't met before?
Guess that depends. How old might you be?
Forge. Really?
Forge. What are you?
That was it, Forge, and you're Oswald.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, what?
Who am I?
A voice says from air.
Oh boy.
Nofjor?
Uh?
She doesn't seem to know where you are, but seems to recognize your voice.
I stand up and walk forward.
You're also
Exactly.
invisible, so
That's fair.
if you want, yeah, heck, to dismiss. Oh, also, Zizzy, you here?
Quick, cast Create Bonfire.
I'm here, but I don't have that question.
What?
No, don't.
I'm not doing this metagame ish.
Okay, well, previously, up until this point, you were keeping up invisibility on a bunch of members of the party, and they've encountered this person who seems to recognize you, although, as far as you can tell, you've never met her before. So if you want to drop invisibility so you can more easily interact with her, you can do that.
No.
Do I have a sense of who she is?
You've never seen this woman before in your life, as far as you know.
And does she seem like she wants to kill us?
Make an insight check.
Hold on, I have to figure out.
Do you loosen an arrow at her too?
Does it look like I have arrows?
I don't know. You're invisible.
She doesn't seem hostile. She just seems slightly confused and tired.
What is your name?
I'll drop my invisibility.
Okay,
Oh,
so you all shimmer back into.
Ah!
It's a neat trick. Mean to say, you really don't know who I am.
When did you meet us?
It's hard to say how long ago it was. Days? Weeks? Months? The stars were different then.
Cool.
And you met. You know who all of us are?
I think so.
Wait, she doesn't resemble anybody we know?
May we ask what your name is?
May, this is disappointing. I think I know what's happening here.
Could you explain for us that are so clearly ignorant?
Oh, I think I'll be able to return the favor soon enough for you.
What favor?
See, when... last I encountered you all, however long ago it was, you all acted a whole lot like you already.
What?
And
Oh,
I
I think I get it. I don't get it.
You told me I hadn't told you my name, so I guess I'd better keep it that way.
But did everything work out then? A week ago.
Spoilers.
God damn it. No, but like if it didn't work out for you, then maybe you should tell us your name.
Well, you didn't kill me because here I am.
Wait, what?
Who?
Were we
I have a
trying to harm you? You seem so interested in us, and if events will happen, then clearly we can make them happen in a positive way.
Do we do a favor for you now, or do we do a favor for you in the past, future thing?
Well, if you weren't able to help me later, I don't know how you're going to help me now. I've been stuck here for a very long time, you see. I don't know how. I haven't had food or water.
Do you want some water?
I take out the flask
You have some? Chair?
and I
I'll say the word fountain.
Do you, like, actually offer it to her? Or?
like I'm approaching like
She
I don't want to touch it.
So
She kinda like,
are you giving yours, or am I giving her mine?
Yes.
If Nafter is doing it, I'll just we can give it. She doesn't need two.
Does she look like she has a gold pouch on her while I do this?
make a perception check.
That's a 20.
Disadvantage because of exhaustion.
Ooh, true story.
That's a 20.
Not that's
What?
Not
you
that's
don't see
visible.
one that's readily visible. But yeah, she steps forward and takes the thing and drinks heavily from it, and oh, that's good. Thank you.
So like, do you have like the powers or something? You do something like? Are you looking for work? Are you like, because we have a pretty good traveling band here, and we all split the profits equally from our adventuring.
So have you tried just like walking off?
I have tried more times than I can count.
And what happens?
Somehow I always wind up back here.
Is there a
What if?
point? Like, do you cross a threshold? And when you go to sleep, you wake up here?
It happens differently sometimes, but something like that.
What if you walk with us and we tie a rope around you?
What?
Ooh, that's pretty kinky.
I'd prefer not to be all bound if that's
No,
all
no,
right.
no, not bound. Just like around your wrist or something.
Unless you're
one
into
wrist.
it.
Just like if something tries to pull you, we will notice.
Huh?
What does my thing say about her?
Sure. You look at her, it looks pretty normal, like the
Okay.
same kinds of things that you see when you look at
Everyone?
most
Okay,
normal people.
gotcha.
She appears pretty ordinarily human to most of you, or all of you.
And she doesn't look like anybody we've seen before?
Make an intelligence check, I guess.
Uh, 4.
She doesn't even look similar to anybody you've seen before.
I think this one's a little desert crazy. I think we should just keep moving.
Mom, you say we see you in the fast future?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you know the name Maya Drethel?
Who?
Maybe. Did you mention it last time? I'm not sure. Sounds like a beautiful name, though.
Okay. Do you know who is the ruling empire is over to the east?
If I can get more than a mile from this spot, that'd be progress. I don't have much space left for worry about empires right now. You don't have anything that you can do for powerful magical enchantments that might be keeping me here, can you?
Hey, Hexy.
I look over at Forge.
Yeah.
I'll have to meditate on this for a minute.
Hexy, you got anything you say spells and magics?
What's the question? Sorry.
Is there
Yeah.
fucking magic shit here? Make it go away, do that shit you do.
Hold on, I'm navigating
Same.
this
Oh,
way.
what?
But as you're thinking, she's like, well, I suppose I can just wait here and see what happens next. If you don't want me traveling.
Do you know Wait, excuse me. Sorry, hold on a second. I start just like stamping my foot on my cloak, like trying to put out something that happened. Do you? Okay.
She just kind of cocks her head.
Do you know about the faceless one?
Sounds scary.
No, yeah, asking Alec about that. It's pretty scary.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Do you know about Shahdoriah?
Sorry, guys. It's increasingly difficult for me to keep track of what happened, what hasn't happened.
Have you gotten older? You cut out.
Oh, she just looks back at you kind of sadly. It's like, have you?
I mean, I'm like a fine wine. I have aged, yes.
Hmm.
Forge.
I can, assuming I have at least 8 hours to prepare, there are maybe 2 options I could use to help you out of your predicament. But
Do you guys want to just bed here for the night then?
But Hexy can do it much faster. He's very powerful.
You guys have only been walking for like an hour or so since your long rests.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys want to just lose a day?
How important were we to you when you met us?
If this works the way I think it does, I probably shouldn't tell you too much about that.
Sorry, what?
Questions.
So at least decently then, I would imagine.
Shouldn't dabble too much in foresight. You can disrupt the flow of time.
What is happening? This is hurting my head.
So you said we owe you a favor. You owe us a favor.
Didn't say that.
There was a favor.
Didn't say that either. Or did I?
There's something to do with the.
Forge, any update on whether you could do a thing or not?
yes, but I would need at least 8 hours of preparation. So
Yeah, heck, what are you doing?
What am I? I'm listening to this conversation that we're having. I'm not doing anything.
But you're useless.
So,
Never mind. You have that fucking dispel sheet.
if you are all okay, there are 2 different spells that I could try, but it would take me time to prepare them.
Look, I'm looking at Nafjar and Yahek.
I'm looking at Yahek very confused.
You guys are the ones that are rushed here. I'm okay with giving up a day.
I still don't understand what you're asking me to do.
Okay.
Okay, talk to your guy. Do we need to be there today, or can we wait a day?
Let's go. Fine, let's just go. Why would we wait?
To see if maybe Forge can research a way to help this person.
Yahek, your gut is telling you we should just go.
I mean,
My gut is
my
to say,
gut says
we're
we
staying.
help.
Yeah, we're staying. I'm good with staying.
Does everyone else want to stay?
Yes. And you can just, try that dispel stuff that you have.
I've only got one. I mean, fine, I'll cast Dispel Magic on this person.
On the person?
Is there anything? What else can I cast it on? Is there a magical effect or an object that we're talking about here?
Not that you're immediately aware of.
So then, yeah, on the person.
Okay. You do. She kind of blinks. Oh, that was tingly.
Shit.
But,
Okay,
as far as you can tell, nothing happened.
that was one of the things I was gonna try.
Can you like check to see if there's any magic around?
I like to see if there's anything curse-like around here. That's possible.
I mean, how much time do you need to prepare?
I need a full rest.
And so you could just make an Arcana check if you want to investigate the
Sure.
area and her person for any signs of weird magic.
11.
Okay. So you spend some time just like looking at her and trying to get a sense if there's anything there. Looking around this little ruin, and apart from the foreignness of what's left of its architecture and actually the strangeness of the stone, you don't see anything obviously magical about it. No, like glowing glyphs or any glyphs or writing at all, really. Yeah, nothing immediately catches your eye or senses.
Can I do I remember something about old Zephy doing some shit like this before?
Make a
It
little
feels like
check.
old Zephy. Okay. 23. So no wait, sorry, 21.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
Shite. 17.
17. Okay. As far as Kentania is a very mysterious god, what you know of him, generally responsible of other things for keeping the flow of time orderly. You don't know of any instances in which his intervention has caused any weird time loopy business or reverseness.
Okay.
It's up to you guys. I think it might be a curse, but
I'm okay with that. As long as, I don't know, Yahek's the one that... He's got the sending stone, whatever you fucking warlocks have to our friend.
You know what? Screw them. I'm staying here for tonight. And tomorrow. I start
Okay.
like leaning and looking around Forge and like looking at the ground right behind him. Forge, there's a little. Forge, can you
sorry, where do you want me to turn?
like right behind you, like a foot behind you? Can you just like stomp?
You want me to stomp?
Yeah, just like stomp on the thing. Do you not see it? Okay. I start jumping up and down with both my feet, like a foot away from him. Die!
I
It's like he's just on the ground.
But,
Is
like,
this
you
in
know
your
how, like,
exercise routine?
No, it. Oh my god, you
Oh.
guys. are
Okay,
so
I stomp the ground.
No,
Left
over
foot
here,
this
Forge,
time.
not over there.
Oh,
Right foot this time.
While this is happening, can I go ahead and... Is there like a nearby dune or anything?
There's what? Sorry?
Like, is there like a nearby dune or anything that like...
There's always a nearby
where do
dune.
you think we are?
But like, no, but like big enough where like I could have some kind of overwatch on our current position.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to
Maybe
move
a
out
couple
there.
hundred feet away. Yeah.
You're gonna
Overwatch
get,
is a different game.
you're gonna get sunburn.
I will move out there and keep a lookout for anything kind of attacky and or suspicious.
While I'm stomping the yard, so to speak, I'd just like to throw a quick shout out to Shador. Hey yo, Shador. Don't tell me what to do, but is it possible for me to help this person?
Okay. Let's make a wisdom check.
Okay.
There you go, 4G.
13.
You don't feel like you get a specific response, so much as a vague impression of a shrug.
Hmm. Alright, how's my stomp check going?
Rock looks a whole lot like it did before you started stomping it.
Oswald, I don't know why you want me to do this.
Okay, no, you're good. It's done. We're good.
What? Huh?
You didn't see like a worm sticking out of here?
No.
No. There was a little spider that was coming with it too. It was like they were fighting a bit, so I just decided to kill them both.
I'm gonna walk away.
Okay.
Oh wait, Forge, it's on your. Never mind. I don't.
This woman is just kind of not nodded her thanks to you, Forge. Like, I appreciate it. And then she just kind of sits back down in the center of the platform and doesn't closes her eyes and appears to go into some sort of meditation, or sleep, or whatever.
So I got.
Hmm?
I go next to her. My lady. So, how many suns have you seen go over the lands and turn to darkness?
I see you haven't really improved with age. If I knew how many sunrises and sunsets I'd seen, I'd be able to tell you how long it was.
I was trying to be clever, okay?
You failed. Again. I appreciate the effort.
So what do you like doing?
Oh my god.
Apart from inevitably wind up in this little platform in the middle of nowhere. Hard to recall. Do you recall I like to drink? I enjoyed a fine glass of wine. And some good company.
Well, then we.
I had a family, I think. A son, maybe. I hope he's doing alright.
Guessing you don't remember much of that, huh?
It doesn't matter anyway if I can't leave.
Did you, perhaps, did you pray to a god?
No.
Maybe they would be able to help, you know. They're gods and all that.
Do you have any suggestions?
I kind of look, see how close everyone is. Well,
How close is everyone apart from?
I'm probably not that far away. I don't know how big
I'm
this
like
platform is.
hanging
right
out.
there.
I'm probably leaning up against a pillar, looking the other way.
Okay,
Oh,
so yeah,
Dune.
you can all clearly hear this conversation. She's not making a particular effort to be quiet. So.
well, I feel like there's that one that seems to be the one that probably put you here. You can ask him. He's old Zephy. Yeah, that one.
Is that
Zephyrus?
a god?
Oh, that's what people that know him call him. His name's Zephyrus Centania.
Ah. Well, praying to the gods before has never gotten me much, but I suppose I can give it a shot.
Okay.
Are there any particular rituals associated?
Are there any particular rituals associated?
Not that you know of specifically or in detail. The clerics of the first contender are kind of few and between, and there aren't too many temples to him. You've never observed a religious rite of Zephyrus Cantania.
I would think about time and space and all that shit, how that works. It's really complicated.
But plenty of time to think on time.
Right, but think hey, God of all that stuff, what's up, man? Why am I here? Maybe that'll work.
Maybe. Well, if you all have no better ideas, I'll go ahead and give that a try now.
Wait, I have one thing that might help. And I take out, fuck you guys, the bag of Zaltar.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I give him the biggest evil eye.
I'm just like,
Purple glowing evil eye.
Purple glowing evil eye.
wait, and this is what
No, I don't say anything. I don't do anything. I just continue to stare at you.
okay, and then I put 2 out.
I step up and I say, make it 3.
You don't even have
Do I
it?
have to roll to keep myself from laughing?
No, you don't have to roll.
Nope.
It comes pre-rolled. You're fine.
You can choose to laugh or not. Up to you.
You guys making progress down there?
Oh yeah, tons.
Yeah, and I'm down making progress.
Alright, I'll keep my eye out.
He has to.
She's just kind of like... Where did you pour it out? Just on the ground?
No, I have my glass.
I hold out my shield and I say, use this.
Oh, right on the symbol of fucking Shahdor. Oh, this is great. Yeah.
You pour out 3 lines of Zaltar on the immaculate and shiny shield emblazoned with the symbol of Shahdor.
This is great.
And she's just kind of like... And she does a line.
What? God?
I just got some time prisoner to do fucking cocaine with us.
And then she's like, oh, that was...
No!
And she falls down under the stone, and she's like,
Fuck.
Wait, what is she ODing?
she doesn't
Ford.
appear to be vomiting in her mouth, but she's just kind of like,
Bhakti!
She rolled a 2 on her con save, so
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on her.
Oof. Oh. Maybe that was a bad idea.
Now the fun really starts. Okay, start playing. It really helped.
You're gonna have to give me a minute. Ugh.
I smear my line on my face.
You do.
Okay. And while I was doing
It's
that,
kind of like or kind of like war paint of Xantar, like white hand on your face.
white face. Did you just white face yourself?
It starts falling off almost immediately, though.
While I was doing that, can I insightfully manipulate to see if she is equal, superior, inferior in any two of? Let's do intelligence and wisdom.
Intelligence and wisdom versus your own.
Yeah.
Okay. Sick.
Eh?
Let me pull up your sheet real quick.
Shit, make it up, make it up.
She appears to be, as far as you can tell, to be less intelligent and more wise.
What? Impossible.
That could mean anything.
It's true.
Okay. Fuck. That's what I do. I go fucking to sleep.
Okay, I mean, you've been awake for like an hour, so
I'm still one level.
I think actually getting the benefits of a long rest here is going to involve spending like 8 hours here. So
That's
just
the
so you guys are
plan.
aware.
Well, we figure we're just gonna stay until tomorrow night anyway.
Okay, so basically you guys will have to spend another day
Yep.
here.
I want to go up to her and say, listen, I know you're not feeling that great, but
Yeah.
any
Well, at
information...
least it's different.
I feel you. Any information that you could tell us about your situation could probably help us either now or later, and I'm going to cast on her.
She has to make a wisdom save, I believe.
I believe it's a wisdom's. No, it just means I have an advantage on charisma checks.
She just knows she did it after it wears off, right?
Yes.
That's friends.
Angry.
Okay. Yeah, make a persuasion check with advantage.
19.
19. Okay. Let me just look at something. Oh. Well. What's the worst that can happen to me? I didn't always live on a little stone platform in the midst of the endless desert. I had a life, I think. Certainly wasn't here. Family. A mission. Boss, I think.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the tapping of some people's keyboards.
Yeah.
John.
Someone's playing StarCraft.
Boss, I didn't like very much, but work is work, I suppose. I'm supposed to find something or do something. But can't for the life of me remember what it was.
I'm gonna put a hand on her shoulder and just say, I'm sorry.
As the spell kind of wears off, she narrows her eyes at you, kind of sidelong, and just kind of looks deflated, just like.
suppose you're not going to owe that favor to me anyway.
I don't think I'm gonna know what you're talking about if you mention it again. So when last we met, not next we meet. I don't know. Just leave me alone for a bit.
Nod and walk off.
I fucked her up, guys.
She's also nodding for different reasons.
So, if you guys are going to spend another day here, you certainly can. Platform doesn't offer a whole lot of shade at midday, but by moving kind of around it on its north side, you could get shade for most of the day. Also, Yahek's here if any of you wanted to, like, chat with him, so... And she just kind of, like, curls up into a little ball and looks like... resists further attempts at conversation.
Hey, Axie! So, you're like super powerful now, right?
I think you're making some assumptions there, but who am I to say? No.
You are the powerful one. You got this thing. You have like all the fucking power to go boom now, right? You like do that shit. You have new stuff?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Do you remember that whole thing where the dragon maker came?
Yes, I remember that.
Why would you do that?
If you're asking if I feel the power coursing through my veins, it's almost as if there are tiny creatures living inside my blood that give me my power.
Whoa, that was oddly specific.
Metachlorians.
Okay. Okay,
And then
quiet.
giant chasm in the ground opens up, and oh my god, everyone's dead.
Excuse
A
me, I was on a
giant
dune.
George-
100 feet
Yeah,
away.
everyone-
Lucas
Not
eats
Malik
up.
is dead. It's very sad.
Hey!
No, Why did you do it?
Why did I do it?
Yes.
Yeah. Ah, heck.
Because, I mean, why do you need to know? Can't my personal reasons stay personal?
Not when they affect us like this.
How do they affect you?
Because you travel with us, and because you were the only one of us not touched by darkness that you threw away with such ease.
I was the only one not touched by darkness? Where is it? I feel like you're making a couple...
I cough very loudly.
We're the only one. We're the only one, Ford. Past tense.
I mean, let's not play coy here. We've done some nasty stuff, and we need we need some firepower to roll deep the way we do.
Yeah, we've been trying to get out of rolling the way that we do.
Question, Yahek. This firepower, to get us out of trouble, does it work against the person you took the power from?
I mean, I don't understand why I would need to use it against them. If they're that power. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like you're asking unfair questions of me. I don't ask you how you get your powers. I don't ask where your powers come from.
Where my powers come from.
I feel like you already know where mine come from.
I just found out about 3 days ago where mine come from.
Hey guys, it's still clear.
I shout to the other Dan. Thanks.
Malik, it's not clear. There's like a cave underneath you.
What?
Yeah, you don't see it?
What?
It's like underneath you.
There's sand.
No, it's like a cave. You don't see the rocky outcropping?
No. What?
Okay, Malik, come like 50 feet this way.
I'm not fucking moving 50.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Okay,
That's it.
fine, never mind. Jeez.
You got
That guy
like
is such a bad lookout, right, Forge?
Sorry, what cave?
The key for. Oh my god, you guys are just fucking with me at this point, right?
Sure, back to Yahek.
so like I mean, can you shoot green bolts instead of, there's got to be something new.
I mean, all will be revealed in time. There's what's the fun if I?
Hey, Yahek.
I'm
just
just
gonna be straight up
excited,
with you.
man.
Yahek, I'm just gonna be straight up with you with a few things.
Okay.
I used to like you. Okay?
Okay.
Now Nafjor really trusts you. Which means I don't trust you.
What?
If you try to do anything after we drop this shit off at the tower to continue us working for your person now, your thing, your power source, let's just put it this way, you don't want to try to stop me from leaving.
Personally, I'm offended that you think I would try to do something. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, what if you tell me?
I'm looking around at everyone here. Well, except for Ford. Sorry, I don't know you that well. I've done a lot. I've done a lot to help a lot of people here out.
Yeah, you have. And then you threw it all away by literally throwing it all away.
I mean, those are your words. Throwing it away is a little bit subjective there, and I can't help but feel like you're putting feelings into something where, it's my personal decision.
Maybe we're just all apprehensive because we're confused. If you could explain anything, I think it would go a long way.
I did explain.
You want more power. I get that. Is that it? And
it's a means to an end. We have a job to do, and whether that's this or the next thing. I never said I was going to drag you along.
It's
I don't know why you're inserting intentions.
Because
It's
the
alright
deals
to
that we
where
make,
there are none.
Oh, wait, I want to talk.
the deals that we make with these entities are not deals that we make lightly. I'm alive because of the deal I made, and I died and lived again because of the deal I made. That's not something I take lightly.
I only made this deal because I was dying. And then I knew nothing about it until what you guys told me, died again. This is not something I chose for myself. Speaking of which, you have a spider on your shoulder. Can you just brush it off? Please, just.
Forgive our anger, but
There's no spider on your shoulder.
not all of us are able to change the deal as easily as you were just able to do.
Well, and I look at Nofshore for this. Some of us are more privileged than others. We have different circumstances, so it's a shame that you pushed in mine so closely when I accept you guys for who you are.
Okay. All right.
Some people are just different.
Yeah,
Oh, Nofjor, by the way, that goes for you too.
aren't they?
When this is over, I have nothing when it comes to what's-his-face. If either of you two try to convince me to do something, or force me to do something for him, it's not going to end well.
If I didn't know better, that sounds kind of like a threat.
Oh, it is.
Okay, well, just to be clear here, I'm not the one swinging.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? You cut out a bit.
I said, can you guys hear me?
This
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
Discord.
you good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
see
Discord's been
Discord.
weird tonight.
I'm saying, just to be clear here, you're the one coming slinging threats. So everyone knows how this is. This is a very one-sided conversation here. And I feel like Nofjor and I are being evaluated unfairly.
Hey, Yahek, if you're trying to convince us something, I really wouldn't try to go into a trust circle with Nofjor.
Hey guys, it's still clear.
You know,
What a beautiful night it is.
you could also appreciate the fact that we are the ones making the sacrifices, because now we are the ones tied to him while we have the burden to bear.
Hey
You
guys,
don't have this.
what did I say?
Personally, I'm done having this conversation. I don't need to explain myself to you. If you don't want to travel with me, you know where to go.
So once again, I'll ask, what did I say?
I don't really remember, to be honest.
I think you said he had a spider on his shoulder.
Yes, no, I did. It's still there, by the way. It's a daddy long legs, so you might want to... Oh, it's crawling up into... It's next to your ear.
Oh, I knew a daddy long legs once.
So... Like I said, I'm okay with still traveling with you guys. I said that once this is over, if you try to force me to do anything for him,
I don't really want to force you to do anything unless you're into that.
then we don't need to worry about anything.
I don't know why you're fucking threatening me. I'm like, I can fucking relate to Kaladin. We're practically slaves over here now to,
Don't talk to me.
Are we killing Nofjor yet?
Oh, yeah. Not yet. Maybe tomorrow.
Can we not kill anyone, please, right now? Thanks.
Just to be clear, we are the ones being threatened. This conversation, as far as I'm concerned, is over. Unless you have more pressing matters. Like, we're in this together. I've fought to save all of our lives. You know, I've healed you guys. I don't need to really explain myself to
Hey,
anyone
Yaha?
at this point.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out my scimitar. Or my short sword.
Yeah.
Can I cut my hand just for like 1 point of damage?
Sure.
Can you heal me?
No. I can't.
That's what I thought.
I'm
put my
talking.
sword away. That's literally all I want to do with the
I'm
sword.
talking about the past. I'm talking about what I have done. I've proven what you know that I'm that we're a group and I'm here to help you, and suddenly you're putting
Which is
intentions
why
in
we
my
care when you do something so drastic, you asshole.
Okay, well, see, now there's a new thought. Caring. The way you just said that is very different from the way that
Nofjor.
no, from the way Oswald is
Damn it.
making this argument. So, if you care, that's very different from if you do this thing, I'm gonna, hurt you. That's what you're.
Of course we fucking care. That's why we're asking. It's why I'm asking. But apparently I'm not privileged enough to know.
It's not about being privileged. I don't ask the same questions of you. I accept we have different backgrounds. I accept we have different intentions, but I don't look at the choices that you've made and say, oh, if you do this thing, if you make this decision in the future, like, oh, we're gonna have a time. Like, you're the ones making threats.
I'm just looking to understand. I'm not threatening you to leave. Or for me to leave. I am genuinely confused and concerned.
Well, I feel like I've explained myself, so...
Kaladin, he's basically saying that he would throw us away for power. That's what I'm getting from this. Goes next to a broken pillar.
Yeah, I have thrown away myself to teleport us out of danger multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that we don't care. We've all stuck our necks out for each other.
Yep. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like words are being put in my mouth, and I don't feel like I owe anyone an explanation.
Then can you blame when they words?
Sorry, what?
Sorry.
You cut out.
I said, can you blame people when they try to put words if you don't feel the need to speak for yourself?
I just don't know why you need a answer this minute. You know, I said, you know, all will be revealed in time. Like, where are we right now? We have other things we're doing.
Okay.
Like, we have a mission. When we're...
All right. I'm sorry. And I walk away.
Okay. So, so you guys spend basically the next day and well into the night here so that Forge can refresh his spell lists. Now seems like an excellent opportunity to take a quick break, refresh our drinks, use the bathroom, so let's do that.
Yay! 5
And
minute
also-
break, boys!
Next day.
Sorry, Spencer. Spencer?
Mm-hmm.
Spence?
Yeah, I'm here.
I just want to make sure that you know that that isn't anything personal. That's just Oswald's point of view.
I know.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to... I just... Look, it was a serious thing. I want to make sure we're good.
I hear you.
RP
Did I go
is
too
hard,
far?
guys.
Spencer,
No,
did I
I'm-
go too far? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just responding how I see fit.
You're just what?
Responding how I see fit.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure that out of game we're fine.
It's all good. We'll kill Oswald. Let's be real.
Good one.
Or the faceless one will kill Oswald.
More likely.
John.
Hello?
Oh yeah, you can hear now.
Hi?
Not in chat. You guys are watching the
Whoa,
stream.
hold the fuck. Shit.
Alright, so basically, if you're listening,
Oh, you're
here's
gonna
what
give a
happened.
recap?
So,
Half point recap.
Spencer slash Shaboy Yahek over here
I don't think he's talking to us.
No, I know.
Is
He's
it-
talking to the viewers because we have some.
is a
Oh
warlock.
my god, dude, leave this chat if you're gonna
So he's a warlock.
go talk in a third channel.
Alright, well, Mercy, you gotta come with me then.
Wait, what? No, I'm
Jeez.
not going nowhere.
Alright, fine. So anyway,
Does that mean you are going somewhere?
No, I'm gonna sit here and watch his horrible recap
why?
because I want to judge it.
Oh, do you want Dinar recap?
Or you could hashtag drop that YouTube link, and he can go back and watch all the episodes himself to catch up.
Ralphie, you're not at full health?
Wait, no, because I we healed from a short. Oh wait, we had a long rest.
We've had like two long rests, dude.
Mhm.
I'm full
Well, no, we're in
health
the middle
now.
of we're in the middle of our long rest right now, I think.
Oh, Well, yeah. Hold on. Did I reset all my? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, I really want to try Mumble. Because Mumble is like the lowest latency chat app.
Is it? I don't know. Well, Discord's usually pretty good, but it's
Mm,
been today.
It's
been
usually
funky.
not.
Right. I've literally never really had a problem with Discord.
I've had many problems. Anyway, my recap. So, yeah, it's Warlock, and Warlocks have a patron that give them their powers.
What?
Yahak had a patron that was like kind of on the good side, not that we knew that. And then Mr. Evil himself basically came up to him. He's like,
He's
Hey, I
like
don't-
mini Mr.
I don't-
Evil.
I don't really trust you because, you know, your patron's that good person. I'll
She
be
did
your
good.
patron. And then Zizzy's like, yes, your boy, and he became evil, and everyone's like, what the fuck did you just do, man? And that's why we're fighting.
It's not fighting. It's more of like a heated argument. Nah. Yeah.
Malik, one day, me and you, we're gonna have a duel.
Oh, I'm gonna kill
This
you.
is just a sparring match. We're gonna have some.
I might not be a sparring match. It might actually be for life and death. You never know, dude.
Hey guys, you gotta make a deal. If Malik or I ever turn on each other, it's a 1v1.
No. That's not how fucking Malik's gonna play dirty as shit. He murders people for fun.
You don't want to fight 1v1?
No, I mean, yes. I mean,
How do you?
wait, what? How do I Malik?
Nope. No,
Oh.
I just stopped my question.
Go ahead, fucking say it. Say it to my face. You want to step on this 2v1 me, bitch? Let's go. Except you guys can't use your spells, and I get all the magical items. Which is actually already pretty accurate since you both get 2. Yes.
Hey,
Just- Just wait until we get deeper into the desert, then we won't have our spells and you'll have the magical items.
I think. Wait, how many attunement slots am I attuned to? I think I'm only attuned to 1, so that's 3 other things I can attune
I
to.
thought 2. Look at protection and your
and
light.
3 total you can have, Malik.
Wait, hold on.
True that.
Wait,
I like
what
how
is-
we went from being
Wait,
2 to
equipment.
2 out of 3. He's 1 out of 4.
Achievement.
You need
Oh
to be
shit!
tuned to
I
the
forgot the light blade needs to be. Okay, so I need 1 more magically item.
One of these days, you know.
Hey Forge, can I get your +2 shield, please?
It's just a +1 shield.
Fuck.
Also, if he gives it to you, it's not a +1 shield anymore.
What? No. Says who? It might
Shador.
actually just be what? Shador. Fuck Shador. I'll crush his skull too.
Oh boy, here we go.
Threaten all the gods. It'll go great.
So here are the groups that
Real
I'm
kindly to that.
here are the groups that I'm sensing within the party. There's Oswald and Kaladin. There's Nafjord and Yahek. Then there's Malik all on his own.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh,
Threatening everyone.
none of that is true.
I'll kill the world.
You're saying Nafjord and Yahek aren't friends?
I did not say that.
You said nothing. None of that is true.
Alright, never mind. This is.
Is everybody
By the-
back from breaks or no?
We're still waiting on.
By the way,
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna go grab a water bottle then. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get water beer back.
I'm gonna go in the next like 20 minutes or so.
Oh no. Okay. That's
I
fine.
gotta wake up super early. Yay, chaperoning.
I've been awake since 4:30 a.m.
I'm
It's
so sorry.
Where
It's okay.
we're going. We
It's a
are
long
going
day. It's not a great day.
Let's see where we're going. We're going to Udell tomorrow. To DC. And then we're in DC for 3 days.
Oh, okay. What I miss?
By the way, Ralphie,
what are you thinking?
what level in division are you? Because it's super fucking fun.
I am
5.
max rank and I'm
Oh,
450
God damn it.
gear level.
Never mind.
No, I mean we can still play together. It scales.
I'm level 8.
We can still play together. You'll just get 1 shot, and I'll have to carry you through everything because I'll be a god and he won't.
I'm gonna wait until I'm a little bit higher then.
No, what it does is it scales damage, so you'll still be able to kill things, but things will also be able to kill you.
Womp womp.
But not me,
Maybe.
because I'm a god, you know?
So, like, he'll get 1 shot. The things
Yeah,
he's
he'll
shooting
get
at.
1 shot. Like,
Free shot.
anything that looks at him funny will probably rupture his
Phenomenal.
stomach.
Wait, so is it multiplayer?
Yeah, what? Yeah, the Division's always multiplayer.
It's a looter
And-
shooter, man. It's like Borderlands or
Did
Destiny.
you see, they
Oh,
announced...
so
when the
It was-
title stuff is coming out, which is on the 4th, I believe.
So it's not
I did not see any announcement, but no.
Oh no, yeah. Well, the big end
Oh, we
game
have
thing
Forge,
gets
and we're down
released
now.
April 4th.
All right. Well, as soon as he's back, we'll go.
Hey. But yeah, dude, let me know when we'll play. We'll play.
By
Absolutely.
the way, about an hour into sitting here, you guys just heard me start yelling a bunch.
Wait,
I
what?
was Eldritch blasting the sand dune,
Pew pew pew.
and then I got really happy, and you guys are welcome. I just saved us.
Raph, did you see the thing I sent you on
Oh
Facebook?
shit! You sent me something on Facebook. What did you send me? Nudes?
It's a picture or something.
Oh whoa! Hello. Wait, what?
Alrighty, kids. We all good to continue?
You want to go to the hangouts or?
Okay, so
Just-
basically,
let's
among-
just stay here. Because whatever.
All right, we good?
We'll hope for the best. Alrighty.
All right,
I
dialing it
guess I
back
should-
in. Everybody get angry at each other. We all hate each other. We're not friends.
I need to switch the music back over to something deserty.
This is
The Desert
my
Punk
Desert
theme
Island
song.
music.
Desert Punk theme song.
All right.
Yeah, where'd he go?
Alrighty.
He's watching the stream.
Shout out to our sponsor, Desert Punk.
Wait, yeah. He can be our sponsor for $1,000.
1,000 bits.
1,000 bits. There we go.
It's Twitch. Come on.
Mhm. Sorry, I forgot. Or
Also,
Bitcoins.
just a point of order. Hasn't mattered yet, but it will soon. Would it be fair for us to assume you're using a slot to cast create food and water each day, or at least create food each day?
That's up to
Can you do that
everyone
as
else. I cannot, but
Okay.
I also don't know what everyone's like food inventory is. So
Zero.
You are food inventory.
I am. Okay, so I guess it's safe to assume I am casting it. Every
Yeah.
All right, so just
I'll tick that off.
keep track of that if you'd be so kind for me. It is enough food to get all of you through a day, so long as you retain access to Forge and his magic, you should be able to keep eating.
Everyone protect Forge with your lives.
Until I just leave and go to the Empire.
He's the new what's his name?
He doesn't need food anyway.
Fine.
What's his name?
Me
So,
and Kaladin are gonna run off together.
Oh, so
Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
you guys
Tatanka.
spend most of the
Ukatawa.
next morning and day just kind of hanging out, and
I'm not exhausted.
you no longer exhausted. You gain the benefits of another long rest. Presumably taking a nap at some point. Forge, at one point during your rounds, it's now late in the afternoon of the next day. You look back over at the stone platform, and the woman who was there but a minute ago is gone.
Well, hey guys, remember the thing I was gonna do?
Yeah.
She's gone.
What?
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 But I only see. Wait. How'd she?
Yeah,
do
you
that?
also saw her just like a couple minutes ago.
See, but it's all meant to be because she'll see us again. Or fuck, where'd she fucking go?
Can I check my stuff to make sure everything's there?
Doesn't appear that anything's missing.
Cool.
Like some of you, at this point, some of you have been awake, just kind of like hanging out, relaxing, whatever, and you take a moment to like look around and survey the area, and there's no sign of direction.
But are the runes still there?
Yep.
Is there any writing on the runes?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, I don't have a negative to that. That's good.
Hey.
God. 8 is apparently the number I like to roll tonight.
If there was anything on these, it has long since been worn smooth by the sand and wind. don't find anything resembling writing.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll wait till tonight and start walking again.
Okay.
I don't know how comfortable I feel wasting another day here.
Well, I mean, we were going to go at night anyway.
Is it night now? Is it day now?
It's like late afternoon.
I mean, I think we should probably just head out now. We might as well.
Like, how long from sunset? Like, it's starting to get cool out, or?
Got a couple hours till sunset.
Would we be able to maybe manufacture some sort of tarp? Or something to keep over our heads as we move?
If only we had Hail Spider.
Let's see. You could perhaps try with your channel divinity.
I'll make an attempt.
Okay, it does have to involve metal in some way. So how would you like to?
There will be metal, wooden rods that have metal joints connected to where there would be a cloth covering between the four rods.
Okay. If you want to spend an hour doing this, I'll say, since this is, I'd say you could make the frame, but not the fabric itself.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. If anyone has some spare cloth or anything, I can make a frame for something that will cover us from the sun. Anyone in the party?
I believe we have some extra desert rope since that one guy died. I don't remember his name.
Or Rentaz, do you have anything?
Nope, he's off pooping.
Hmm.
You might have some bed sheets though.
Oh God, no! Whatever you do not use those bed sheets.
Reggie would be perfect.
No, please, you don't understand. I know you haven't met him long enough, but those bed sheets are fucking probably so disgusting you have no idea. You don't want no.
You don't want no.
I don't understand.
You will. You will in time. But for now, consider yourself saved.
I mean, I've known him longer than I've known you guys, so I don't know who to trust.
Okay, well, trust. Just, God, have faith.
Would like your bed sheets. You can.
All right, am I attempting this or?
If you want to.
All right. I just want to make sure everyone is. Are you trying to head out now or waiting until nighttime?
I mean, we should probably get moving as soon as possible. We've already wasted enough time here.
All right. I'll try to make this frame.
Okay. Supplying some more metal to create these joints. I'll say you make something that can cover a couple of people at a time, and also requires a couple of people to carry it. It's like a kind of unwieldy umbrella.
It's a chuppah.
But it'll kind of work.
All right.
Although its benefits for the next hour or two will be minimal since the sun's at a fairly low angle.
Tilt it.
I'm taking.
Okay. Now you can't see where you're going.
Well,
There's a very
Me and
confused
Os-
eagle.
early anyway. Yeah, there's a hawk that sees. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, say with kind of mobile shading device in hand, you guys proceed west. And because some of those conversations took longer than I thought they might, which is fine. But just Oswald, make a general survival check, and guys, let me know what pace you want to travel at.
Am I still under the effects from the day before?
Nope, new day.
Survival.
New effects?
Not today,
Okay.
because I decided
survival.
to worry about it.
Natural 20, 26.
Skirt.
Okay. And what pace would you guys like to be traveling at?
I vote fast.
Normal or fast?
I go at
Fast.
taxi speed.
I'm
Fast.
okay with fast.
Fast it is, boys.
Okay. So I'll say, for the purposes of brevity, you guys proceed at the fastest sustainable pace, which does mean avoiding the traveling during the very hottest hours of the midday. But with Oswald's natural 20 survival check, you manage to avoid hazards, creatures, whatever else, and press westward. I'm gonna say roughly another, at a fast pace, roughly almost a week without incidents. And Oswald, though nothing in particular has happened apart from the strangeness with that mysterious woman, you now know that at this point you are where stuff starts to get weirder. Although nothing in particular has happened yet.
So guys, just be careful with magic. I haven't really been out this far west, but we're in the part of the desert where magic gets a little wonky sometimes.
Good thing, literally, I have no magic ability whatsoever.
Yeah,
Pretty
so,
sure that means items too.
Oh.
Yeah, so if everyone who can cast spells, just roll a d20 for me.
Yay!
Hexy.
19.
Let me know what you get.
It's cocked, but
11.
14.
14? Okay.
Warlocks get 14.
Awesome.
Hooray! Okay. Good to know.
Hey.
So, after about a week's worth of desolate, lonely, and perhaps refreshingly uneventful travel, you haven't heard from Navarre. You haven't heard from Orcalcavor. There's been no sign of the Empire or anyone else. Kaladin, your patron, has been quiet or absent. You begin to sympathize a little bit with this woman in that it's kind of difficult to keep track of time when every day looks the same as the one before it. Everything around you looks the same as it did the day before. The substance of a day feels like it has less meaning. And then, as you begin climbing a dune, you all begin to feel, first, more than hear, a faint, distant humming that throbs through the sand with an almost sickly cadence. As you all reach the crest of this dune, I'll say this is also happening in like the late afternoon as the sun is setting. There's a few scattered cirrus clouds above in the sky as it darkens and turns purple, but the western horizon is a beautiful orange. As you reach the crest of this dune before you, there's the faintest tingle on the back of your necks as you see it. A jagged black spike pierces the sunset, rearing its enormous edifice at a unstable angle in tiers of torn, twisted metal. It's difficult to say exactly how far away it is, or exactly how tall it is. But as you draw slowly closer, making your way along the ridge of the dune so as to not lose sight of this thing, the enormous scale and intense alienness of the tower becomes more evident. The thing must be 200 feet at the base and 1,000 or more feet high, and is still many miles distant. Best you can tell, its outer walls are some kind of matte black metal that are torn and in some places peeled away from enormous bone-like structures beneath. And through such wounds, if you will, you can make out the occasional brilliant bluish flash of something, followed a few seconds later by a distant, phlegmy, almost cough of thunder. Arrayed about the tower, plunging at all manner of unseemly angles into the sand, is a jumble of smaller structures of the same material, each broken in some way that suggests ancient and cataclysmic violence. And around these, stretching around the tower in a roughly circular field, maybe 4 or 5 miles across, which you can see because this is at a bit of a lower elevation than where you guys are now, is a tangled mass, or not really tangled mass, but the ground, the sand is kind of carved in a spiderweb-like pattern of what appear to be kind of like chasms or ravines. Before just they kind of taper off. And at the far side of this circular field looks like a collection of what might be small tents or structures, and that's from your current vantage point, maybe 8 or so miles away. From where you are now, you see no additional movement except for the occasional flash within this structure. So, welcome to Chan Nagath.
Woo.
Well, we made it.
I don't like this.
Can I?
Oh, I have an ambiance picture for this.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
oh boy.
That's terrible.
Oh my god!
Oh.
All right.
Can I take
Rentos
Lyle
is
out of the
turned
bag?
on.
Yeah, you can.
Wait, did you?
George, this is a Lyle.
Oh, is it in? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong chat. No, wait, I don't know where I'm looking.
Oh, hang on. I had music for this too.
Oh, God.
So yeah, Actually, you can take Lyle out of the bag, but why don't we have our conversation with Lyle next time?
Ah, there it is.
Wow.
D&D Beyond, everybody.
Well, are we calling it? Is that it? We just got to the...
I mean, Oswald has to go. Kind of late if we start something now. You know, it's going to take a while.
You
So.
right.
See, I knew.
Dang. Well, yeah, we're at Show Nagath, guys and girls.
Yeah,
So we be.
so we be.
So we
So
be.
we be.
So be it.
I'll say if you guys do want to keep going, you can keep going.
It's up to you guys.
Nope.
Yeah, it's up to Oswald.
Oh no, I
not
gotta
John.
go. I was gonna go within the next 5 minutes anyway.
All right. So,
Okay.
in lieu of starting something new, yeah, we'll
Yeah, fair enough.
leave it on that lovely image, and you guys will have to figure out what you want to do with it next time.